Alan Thicke played hockey with his son until he suddenly fell ill and passed away at age 69. Robin fought to preserve his father's legacy. At the age of 69, Alan Thicke passed away from a heart attack while watching his son play hockey. The following morning, he didn't wake up again. While mourning for him, his children and widow also lost him, but eventually the fight for the actor's fortune started. Alan would be 76 today. Despite his hopes to have 4 children before he passed away, he never got to meet his brand new grandchildren. The 1980s sitcom Growing Pains, which broadcast from September 1985 to April 1992 for 7 seasons, made actor Alan Thicke famous in Canada. In the ABC series, Alan portrayed Dr. Jason Seaver, a psychiatrist who works from home. Along with their children Ashley Johnson, Kirk Cameron, Jeremy Miller, and Tracy Gold, actress Joanna Kearns played his on-screen wife. The popular series Growing Pains peaked at No. 5 in the ratings. In addition to that, Alan hosted a daytime conversation program for American viewers called Thicke of the Night that debuted in September 1983. The show, which was created by renowned network programmer Fred Silverman, was barely on broadcast for 9 months until The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson won. Alan was a family man who had been married 3 times and had 3 children in addition to his career life. He was married for the first time in 1970 to the singer Gloria Loring. The ex-couple gave birth to 2 sons together. Their second child, Grammy Award nominee Robin Thicke, was born on March 10, 1977, and their oldest child, voice actor Brennan Thicke, came on December 10, 1946. When Loring looked back on her years with Alan in December 2016, she revealed that when they first met in Toronto, they felt compelled to be together as if they had been friends before their relationship began. He asked her out on a date to dinner with his family in Ontario, Canada, where they made a special fish dinner for her since she is a vegetarian. Loring was flattered that Alan took the time to introduce her to his family before their date. Due to his busy schedule, Alan saw his wife and children less frequently. The Days of Our Lives alum revealed he made every effort to spend time with their sons while they were young. She said he loved to play with them. She warned him that it was too much when Alan was forced to perform in 3 separate venues for 3 shows. However, Loring recognized that her husband was working to advance his career because he cherished his job and the opportunity for creative expression. Even though the game show presenter was able to stay committed to his family, it was insufficient. He and Loring divorced in 1986 after their separation in 1984. The mother of 2 hailed the musician for their unshakable friendship and continued commitment to co-parenting their children despite their separation, which was done amicably, she uttered. He was always incredibly kind to the people of my family. My family was invited to his house for family gatherings that we had. I believe it was simply our devotion to our family. Alan remarried to the model Gina Tollison in 1994 after their divorce. Carter Thicke, an actor, was born to them on July 10, 1997. But in 1999, after 5 years of marriage, they separated. In Florida, where they both had concerts, Alan met Tanya Kalau, his 3rd wife, during the same year that they divorced. When they first met, there were immediate sparks, and they began dating. Before he proposed, Alan dated the actress with Bolivian ancestry for 6 years. Only a few weeks after declaring their engagement, the couple wed. On May 7, 2005, in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, they exchanged vows. Carter, the youngest son of Alan, was just 7 years old when he carried the rings. The groom helped his son recall his ring responsibility before the ceremony, and the wedding band had 6.5 carats of diamonds. The real wedding band, however, was being engraved at the time of the ceremony, so he substituted a $8 wedding band. He revealed that the prop ring was the identical one he had worn on Growing Pains at the time. At the reception, Alan's most famous son Robin sang "Let's Stay Together" for him and his new wife. Kalau gushed about the ceremony. "Ellen fulfilled all of my dreams, so I'm a very content bride. She makes me feel loved, and I need that and enjoy that," he continued. The Stop the Wedding actor said the following in his wedding vows. "I know my time on earth will be finished if the last breath I take is to tell you how much I loved you." Alan's unexpected death. After 11 years of marriage, Alan Kalau decided to use IVF to have a child. A physical examination revealed that he was in good health. Later, the Hall of Famer scheduled a consultation with a fertility specialist because he wanted Kalau to be expecting by January 20, 2017, her birthday. Tragically, their attempt to conceive was unsuccessful because he passed away on December 13, 2016, the day before the scheduled appointment. When Alan got home, he planned to eat some chicken with extra gravy, watch TV, and have sex. However, he wasn't at home at the time. 40 minutes earlier, he had spoken with his wife on the phone. Kalau addressed her husband, "I adore you, deal. We'll talk later tonight." She enjoyed his calls to her "I'm sorry, Tanya." The model claims that Alan had a good life and was content. She also wants his admirers to know that despite his health issues, he valued their kind words and best wishes. She expressed her hopelessness following the sad events by saying, "The sun will never shine for me again," after he went away. After Alan passed away, Kalau discovered notes on his desk, one of which contained the name Charlotte, which they would give to their future child. She was devastated after reading it, yet she was at ease because she knew he would give her a kid. Even though he already had 3, he wanted to share, and Kalau was drawn to this since it showed selflessness. On the 4th anniversary of his passing, she tweeted a flashback photo from their wedding as an homage to her devoted husband. In a lengthy article, Kalau mentioned how family-oriented Alan was. "My baby, you are so adored by so many people and will always be missed. Until our next meeting, I will always love you, W," along with a white heart emoji. Carter, his son who was then 19 years old, and Alan were playing hockey when Alan passed away from a heart attack. Later that day, at Burbank, California's Providence Street Joseph's Medical Center, the family patriarch was declared dead. Age-wise, he was 69. Carter mentioned playing hockey with his beloved father twice a week in an interview as one of his favorite memories with him. Although he was present when he fell on the ice, he never lost consciousness. Alan joked about the situation and treated it lightly, asking Carter to take a picture of him with the EMTs. Inside Edition was informed by the rink manager, Darren Mathewson, that Alan gave them the thumbs up while his son was upset. The actor's color, according to Mathewson, had altered, but he was still speaking. Dr. Oz, a cardiac specialist, speculated that Alan's heart attack might have been brought on by the rink's chilly temperature. When asked how he felt at that time, Carter replied that he felt relieved that the doctors were able to stabilize his father. To his son's surprise, Alan appeared upbeat, content, joyful, and full of life. There was no indication that he was ill or different in any way. Alan was as morbid as usual when Carter followed him to the emergency room, and just before he entered the surgery room, Alan said to his son, "Yeah, and I got to watch my son score a goal while playing hockey with him. What a fitting final act." Carter gave the father of 3 a big hug and expressed his love for him before the patient was carried into the operation room. The child explained the kind of parent he was, stating, "He was like the ideal father. He was there for me whenever I needed him." Carter paid respect to Alan on the day of his passing by referring to him as his best friend and inspiration. Robin, his middle child, went on Access Hollywood 2 years after Alan's passing and referred to him as your idol, your closest friend, and your first phone call. When asked to recall his father's final words of wisdom, Robin recalled him telling him to go back to being Robin Thicke, get your mind right, believe in yourself, and You're the Guy when he was going through a public crisis. It gave the singer-songwriter more self-assurance. The R&B singer remarked of his father's unexpected death, "You never get over something like that." Additionally, he wrote a song called Testify as a tribute to him and dedicated it to him. The song is about turning to God during difficult times. The Los Angeles native has 4 children of his own. He already had 2 children before his father passed away: Julian, born in 2010, whom he shared with his ex-wife, the actress Paula Patton, and Mia, born in 2018, whom he welcomed with his fiancée, April Geary. The Blurred Lines singer and Geary had 2 additional children, Lola and Luca, in 2019 and 2020, respectively. Conflict between Alan's sons and his third wife over his legacy. In May 2017, 5 months after Alan's passing, Robin and his younger brother Brennan filed a suit for his $14 million estate against his widowed wife, Kalau. She still had 1 day to challenge the prenuptial agreement. Her lawyer responded by saying the brothers were waging a smear campaign against her in an effort to scare her. Robin said that their stepmother had believed their prenuptial agreement was unlawful and filed a complaint in the Superior Court asking the court to uphold their father's living trust. Kalau was therefore requesting a larger portion of the estate. According to reports, Alan had left his 2 kids equal interests of his $3.5 million California property. It contained 60% of his remaining estate, as well as 75% of his personal belongings. The furnishings of the ranch, 25% of Kalau's personal things, a $500,000 life insurance policy, and 40% of his remaining estate made up Kalau's share. Alan's will specified that his wife would take care of the property's upkeep, other expenses, and remain there. His sons asserted Kalau wanted more, and they added that she threatened to make the claims tabloid notoriety. Her attorney, who was refusing to participate in family mediation, denied that she was disputing the prenuptial agreement, while also claiming that her stepsons had a hidden purpose. The defense of Robin and Brennan, however, was that they attempted internal dispute resolution. Protecting their father's legacy and upholding his objectives was their top priority. According to reports, Alan revised his will in February 2016 and appointed his brother as trustee, but the latter objected. The Hollywood icon replaced his wife with his sons in that position, and his wife made no complaints. Kalau posted on her social media in September 2017 that the judge had dismissed the lawsuit and expressed her best wishes for her stepsons. The message was sent with a picture of the couple holding hands and strolling on the beach at dusk. Alex Weingarten, Robin and Brennan's attorney, was informed by Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Clifford Klein that there was no proof that Kalau intended to contest the prenuptial agreement. Judge advised Weingarten's clients to submit a new petition if they discovered additional evidence to back up their claims. After losing her spouse, Kalau felt like she didn't want to live and yearned to be with him. But 2 months after his death, she invited Tyler Henry, a Hollywood medium, to their house in an effort to find comfort and healing. Kalau revealed that after her spouse passed away, her entire world fell apart. She lost her hair, eyelashes, and eyebrows due to stress. Everything that happened after losing Alan was second to losing Alan, which was the worst. In an interview from April 2018, Kalau expressed her gratitude for her late husband, providing her with a haven in their joint house. She treasures the memories they created over their nearly 20 years of cohabitation there. She can still sense his presence in their modest home, too. Kalau responded that she hadn't because of Alan's love, which made her feel reliant on him, when asked how she had moved on. She continues to miss him and pays a visit to his cemetery every Tuesday. Kalau had a white marble headstone made for Alan, and she makes sure to visit and polish it once a week. On December 20, 2022, the 6th anniversary of his passing, she thought about her beloved and remarked that while the agony never goes away, things do ultimately get better. Kala shared an old photo of her and Alan grinning. He remembered him once more on March 1, 2023, which would have been his 76th birthday. She included a picture of the couple kissing on the tennis court with the comment, "Happy Heavenly Birthday, Alan." Kala and her stepson, Robin, both spoke openly about their losses. He claimed in an interview from April 2019 that having children filled the need left in his heart after the death of his father. After learning of Alan's passing, his son felt he needed to change his priorities and devote himself to Julian, who was then 6 years old, he clarified. Both before and immediately after his death, I wasn't in a good place. But a few months later, I made the big decision to devote my time to raising my son, which marked a significant change in my life. I concentrated on my son rather than my music. That is how I got by throughout that time. Thanks for watching my video.